Yeah, so I think the biggest reason for why it's under the ocean is they were trying to go for something that felt kind of like isolated and kind of like independent from the rest of the world. Because they really want to like make it seem like this little city or big city or whatever Rapture is self-contained, and it fits in with a lot of the kind of like the story elements. But in general, I freaking love the idea of like an underwater city like this that's like, like away from the knowledge of like humanity. Like it's such a fascinating idea that like some like super rich like billionaire or whatever in the 50s like created like an underwater city that like nobody knows about. Like it's such a compelling idea, like just from the get-go. You don't If you don't know any other aspect about the video game, like that's interesting right there.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And there's this really funny moment in the Bioshock Infinite DLC. This doesn't spoil anything, but the very first moment where your two characters step foot in Rapture, Booker, the main character of Bioshock Infinite's like a city way under the water. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like it's like he has the natural reaction that like any gamer should feel as soon as they hear like what there's like a whole city under the ocean. Like that makes no sense, and it really doesn't make sense. But it is such an amazing idea, and I guess there's like a time travel element to this game. You could probably somewhat logically piece together how this might be feasible. But it's really not feasible, but it's an awesome set piece. It's an awesome environment. And like you said, it totally fits the story. Andrew Ryan, the creator of the city, he wants to make a city that's isolated, that's not afflicted by all of the other problems that are facing the other countries on the surface. So it makes for this really awesome environment, and it's totally unique. We've had a lot of games in space, a lot of games in sci-fi areas, but I've never seen an underwater city.
Yeah. It's a surprisingly like unexplored kind of setting. Yeah, and it definitely kind of like contributes to, I would say, Bioshock being really an awesome game. Also, I really like the kind of like the Art Deco feeling of it, or Art Deco. Is it Art Deco or Art Deco actually?
The hell is that?
Like the font type.
Oh, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure how you
Well, it's
pronounce
actually
that.
it's actually more than a font type. It's like a it's actually like an architecture as well. And the game actually has buildings and structures that are of that architecture as well. It's like a very almost like blocky like kind of 1950s style of of writing, of basically like font, and also of buildings and architecture and like other like random things, but it's really like emblematic of like kind of like the 1950s. Did you ever watch the Batman animated TV show?
No, it's really sad because I know Mark Hamill's in it, but no, I never saw it.
Okay, yeah, no, it's actually a great TV series, but that series just like takes Art Deco to like the most like extreme level, and it's really cool. I really like it a lot.